Yo, what's up, Leo? Welcome to monthly forecast for the month of June 2018. Leo, a lot of important astrology happening once again this month. We've got a new moon, which will happen mid-month. Then we've got Neptune, which is going retrograde, and we've got Mars going retrograde. And then at the end of the month, there's going to be a full moon that has to do with your work situation. I'm going to get more into that later in the forecast. But the sun is going to be in an area for you, Leo, throughout the month of June 2018. It has to do with social media. It has to do with being extroverted, which you are. You're already an extroverted person, but this area is like, go out and have some fun. You guys Leos love to be social. So this is a great time for you to get together with your friends, to be social, go to your favorite club, go to your favorite bar, go to your favorite restaurant. This is all about networking in the first 3 weeks of June 2018. There's going to be more of a use of technology in your life throughout the month of throughout the first 3 weeks of June 2018. Maybe you're going to be posting on social media more throughout the first 3 weeks of June 2018. The sun's going to shift on June 21st, and then your energy level is going to come down a lot. So, you're going to want to get some rest following June 21st. If you need to get any closure with anything, then following June 21st is the time to do it. And then this area, following June 21st, when the sun shifts into this area, it's kind of like a mystical area too. So, I'm going to talk about this because, chances are if you're watching an astrology video, this is the sort of thing that you're into. So this does have to do with the esoteric arts. Some of you really getting fascinated with the esoteric arts following June 21st. There's even more of a fascination. Astrology, numerology, tarot, trying to understand the symbols that are scattered throughout the universe that can help us understand what's happening in our lives. The positions of the planets in the sky do mean something. So, some of you really looking into this more and more, but those are the main themes for you, Leo, for the month of June 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological influences that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. On June 1st, Venus will positively aspect Jupiter, which is retrograding. And Venus is in this sector that's, it's more behind the scenes. So, some of you, Venus is the planet of love. This is a good time for enjoying some romance in your home. Jupiter retrograding in your sector of home. So, if you're coupled up, this is a great time for you and your significant other to enjoy some time together in your home. Now, if you're single and maybe you're just seeing somebody, this is a good time to invite that person to your place, or vice versa. Maybe you'll go over to their place. Others of you potentially putting some money into your home life situation. It's going to benefit your overall circumstances. On June 6th, Mercury will aspect Neptune, and this one is like potentially you guys are scoping somebody out on social media, potentially. For some of you, maybe this is somebody you're attracted to. For others of you, this might be more of a professional reason. So, maybe you're prospecting somebody. Maybe you are like, wow, this person's really good at this. They'd be a good fit for this. Now, that's great. If you are scoping somebody out for a reason that's beneficial for them eventually, then that's cool. But, if for some reason, some of you are, have some sort of ulterior motive that's not beneficial for the person who you're looking at secretly, then that's probably something that you shouldn't be doing. So it's going to resonate differently for all you Leos. I'm not saying all Leos are participating in something like that. So, just keep it cool, whatever you're doing. If you are prospecting somebody for, a work-related opportunity, or, if you are interested in somebody romantically, then, you should make it known to them eventually. On June 8th, Mars will aspect Saturn, which is retrograding. And this one's about, some of you do have an attraction to somebody who you work with potentially. Potentially you might have for some of you, this person might be from your past because Saturn is retrograding. For others of you, if this doesn't have to do with a work-related attraction, then this is the review or restructuring. Saturn's retrograding, R for review, R for restructure. So there's some other one-on-one alliance that exists, within the workplace that needs to be restructured. It needs to be reviewed. That's going to resonate differently for all of you. For others of you, this might have to do with your fitness, your health. Potentially need to take a second. I'm not saying, some of you Leos are unhealthy, but, if you have any health issues, this is a good time to review any health-related matters. For others of you, maybe this is like a restructuring of your fitness routine. Have you been doing the same thing over and over for so long? Maybe you want to change up your fitness routine. Changing it up is the best way to get results when it comes to your fitness. And on June 13th, there's going to be a new moon. This one's going to hit in your sector of technology. This is going to hit in your area of friendships. It's going to hit on June 13th, the 6 months that follow June 13th. Now, all of a sudden, some of you are going to have some new friendships coming in the 6 months that follow June 13th. If that's not the case, others of you integrating social media and technology into your life like never before. So this new moon on June 13th, this is going to bring some fresh energy in. This one has to do with being innovative. This has to do with thinking outside the box. This has to do with being unconventional. So it sounds like in the 6 months that follow June 13th, the more innovative you can be, the more unconventional you can be, the more successful you will be. And this is a good time to start posting more on social media. I mean, social media can be helpful for any aspect of your life, whether it's personal or professional. You can showcase your talents. It's a way for you to reach the world. This is a great time for networking. On June 16th, Uranus will aspect Neptune. Once again, this one does have more to do with your professional life. Some of you are using technology in your career, in your professional life. That's great, as long as you're using it in a way that's beneficial for, if you are prospecting somebody, if you are scoping somebody out, as long as it's beneficial for that person, that's great. If you have some sort of, ulterior motive, potentially you might want to rethink what you're doing. How would you like it potentially if somebody was scoping you out with technology like that? So, it goes both ways, Leo. So you just have to think about, how you're using technology. If it's for a positive use, then great. If it's, something you need to rethink, then that's a different story. On June 18th, Neptune is retrograding, or it's going to start to retrograde in this sector that has to do with your shared resource situation. It'll retrograde until November 24th. I especially see this big time for Leos who either are coupled up, or Leos who are, maybe they're single now, but they're trying to let go of somebody who they used to have a union with. So this is a good time, Leo, especially for you Leos who are just hanging on to somebody who's not part of your life anymore. I mean, R for retrograde, R for release that person from your life, Leo. So if there's somebody who's, did you wrong in the past, or, potentially some of you were with somebody for a while and, now they're not part of your life anymore, and you're just rethinking it. You're thinking about them over and over. I mean, just release them from your life, Leo. What's happening in your current shared resource situation is positive, then that's great. This is a great time for you to review what's happening, get rid of the bad, keep the good. And for others of you, this might have to do with a shared resource situation of some sort. It might have to do with an investment. It might have to do with a contract. It's going to resonate differently for all of you. It could have to do with a business deal or partnership for some of you. Neptune is going to be retrograding from June 18th to November 24th. This is the time to think about it. June 21st, Venus will oppose Mars. And this one is like, if you're single, maybe you're attracted to somebody, but maybe this is not really the day to make the connection, or, there's an obvious mutual attraction there, but for some reason there's a difficulty making the connection. You have Venus this end of the sky, Mars this end of the sky, so they're opposite of each other. So, that suggests maybe there is some difficulty making a connection there. It's going to resonate differently for all of you. If you're coupled up, you might have some money disagreement, or there might be, difference of opinion about something regarding your relationship potentially. On June 26th, Mars will start to retrograde, and it's in this sector of relationship for you. It's going to retrograde it's going to keep retrograding on August 12th. It's going to retrograde so much it's going to go back into your sector of work. On August 27th, it's going to start to move forward again in your sector of work, and then eventually it'll move back into your sector of relationship again on September 10th. So, the areas of relationship and work are under review. Mars retrograde in these areas, R for retrograde, R for review. So keep what's good, review and remove what's not working in these areas of your life. Once again, when a Mars gets back into starts to retrograde in your sector of fitness, because, the sector of work also has to do with sector of fitness, then, potentially this is revising your fitness routine for some of you. It's going to resonate differently for all of you. June 28th, there's a full moon. This one has to do with your work situation. This one has to do with your daily life. This one has to do with your health, your fitness. You could see some changes in all of them or one of them, or, if it's not changes, then just developments of some sort. So maybe development in your work life, maybe you're going to take on a new role, or if not, then there's just going to be some changes happening around you. Maybe you're going to operate differently, and you're going to have the same role, but you're going to operate differently in that role. So it's going to be different for all of you, and this could have to do with your daily life, maybe a change in the daily process. You keep doing the same thing, time to change it up. Could have to do with your fitness or your health. Thank you very much for watching this video, Leo. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Astrology. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.